I heard a rumor that you were a yummy jelly sprinkles donut. Do you think Jams Wynn's going to get liquidated, friends? I mean, every time I check the price, Bitcoin's just going down closer and closer. Jams Wynn has a $106,000 BTC liquidation. The cabal, the cabal, the cabal. Dude, like you can't trade leverage with like a freaking 3% distance stop in the most riskiest volatile asset in the world and call it the cabal. So we'll see how that plays out. I want to show you this too as well, friends. A lot of people, you're seeing a lot of Richard Hart cope lately, and I'm telling you, it's the business cycle. That's why I think it doesn't faze me. I know it's the business cycle. Let me show you what else is out there, though. There's this dude named Ryan, okay? I don't even know which one Ryan is, but let's read this. Ryan's playbook. 1, join Polygon. 2, draw a 7-figure salary. So pay himself $1 million salary plus. 3, get Polygon some weird Web2 deal. Fox News, Reddit, Starbucks. That's Polygon Network, right? And then next, they don't even work out. So then Ryan leaves, moves to Optimism, another layer 2 for Ethereum. He gets another multi-million-dollar salary from their treasury. He brings layer 2s to launch on Optimism by giving them grants, $1 million grants from the treasury. It's like, hey, let's pay people so they come use our stuff. Doesn't even work out either. And then just repeats. So this is it. He goes, after a front run leading growth at Optimism, I'm moving into an advisor role. So this guy, thank you for like sharing this, Mr. Startup Anthropologist. So it's funny, like, hey, I'm a genius startup person. Like, oh yeah, let's just use the treasury and go pay someone. So your friends, like, that's what else is out there, by the way. Friend, this is literally Ethereum's layer 2 leading thinking chains and stuff. It's rubbish. You know, so we're all products of the business cycle. And what we're going to do is we're going to crank it a bit.
Bizarre objects in the universe.
It's not about the person on top, man. It's not anything in particular, man. We got to hold. That's it. I'm holding. You can do what you want. I made this for you. Look how cute this is, by the way. Look at the cute eyes. StableCoin SuperCycle. Pulse Chain pDAI. Sparkles. Mr. Sparkle. There's a giant peg in Donald Trump's hand. How cute is it? So obviously, Donald Trump is trying to crash the markets so he can accumulate more Pulse Chain and pDAI. Okay? Don't sell your Pulse Chain core coins to him. Don't sell your Bitcoin to him. Don't sell your Ethereum to him. Don't even sell your stable coins to him. Trump wants them all. And this looks like a direct quote from him. This is a very, very good opportunity to accumulate Pulse Chain and unstable pDAI. So, just, you know, the sentiment reset. Just be careful of that. That's what I'm saying. We're on teetering on the edge. We don't feel nice, do we? Now, friends, I wanted to give you another update here. MantraDao. Do you remember OM? MantraDao, friends. Now, MantraDao is down 97% now. Man, I was just thinking about it today. So I had a peek. A very family-friendly peek. Okay? She signed on the dotted line. We're 2 consenting adults. So I was peeking at MantraDao. Well, man, you got to put your pants back on, MantraDao. That's a big, giant walloping move. I mean, this is it, the live chart here. This is what it looks like on a linear. So see how you're looking at it, you're like, whoa, scam. Well, when people see Pulse Chain core coins, that's what they think as well. And when they see pDAI, I mean, the Pulse Chain core coin maxis, that's when they look at pDAI. Everyone just says everything else is a scam when it's low. Can't help but think, man, this is cheap. It's cheap now. Come on. Like, bro, you were cheap down here at 90% down. Now you're down like 96, 97%. What you can do is, though, I can put it on the, let's put it on a 3-day chart. Let's put it on a logarithmic chart. If you want to know why it went down, it wasn't even the team dumping. It was just excessive leverage. Yeah, it was excessive leverage. One of the exchanges, I heard a rumor, I think it a Randy Boo. I think OKEx, the exchange, liquidated someone on their chain, and then it literally sent a huge cascade down. So that's what they did. They just liquidated one dude, and then just kept cascading down lower. Even the MantraDao team, they're trying to like file for legal stuff. I'm like, bro, OKEx is in China. You know what I mean? They don't have laws there. Yeah, not for white people as well. Definitely not for us. So when we're looking at something down like this, now the thing is though, it's still 200 million market cap and it participates in real world assets and tokens and that narrative out here. Here's the thing. If we really want to play around, friends, what you can do is put it on like a daily super trend, what it is now. And then if you really wanted to, right, if you like, you're too scared of seeing it, maybe it like comes and flips green here. You're getting it back at 40 cents. But then it might flip red again and then before it finally goes up. Maybe. I don't even know if it will ever go up, friend. This is a huge vertical crash down. Almost like it's back to fair value. if I was to imagine how far this thing could go in the bull market, I mean, I hope it extends, but like maybe it goes from here to like, you know, back to the 61.8 or something, maybe. Okay, but I'm just showing you, it's nice to practice and look at this stuff. And, you know, MantraDao, it's just wild, man, because it had a wild run up. It did a massive manipulated run up. It did a freaking 400x move up. Yeah, just massive leverage. Sent it up. Yeah, so when this is how you know it's dangerous. When you do these Bart Simpson moves up, bang, bang. Okay, it's over. Here's the thing. When it did this, most people would have like got sold here if you were long. And then guess what? It went up again. We all dream of this move. This is a literal 1 in 1,000 coins move. 1 in 1,000. So like you shouldn't be relying on something like that. So it is obviously there. I think it's opportunity. I mean, it's 29 cents, bro. I mean, like the thing was $9, you know, so. But personally, though, I mean, like, I'm just be honest. Look, pDAI is also still cheap as well. You know, pDAI is like 0.28 cents. pDAI go back to the top is a 1011x as well. But you know, I'm just showing you. That's what I'm here, friends. Giving you highest value coins in crypto. It had an enormous low float run up. It's been dumped into the middle of the earth. Mind-blowing pain. We've seen this in pDAI already. Since it's down so much here, it's worth accumulating something on the way down. It was already cheap at 50 cents, but the continued altcoin slide put pressure on it further. Crypto is disgusting. So remember, MantraDao OM is for real world assets, narrative, and everything out here. Look what it looks like on CoinGecko. My gosh. Just down. I don't know if these things are going to recover. Just there. It's a big whopping move down. But yeah, that's what, like, man, it's down 98% in like just a few months, you know? And I've even got posts here, right? Look, OM didn't crash because it's a scam. It crashed because of leverage, low liquidity, and panic. No team selling, no rugging, just brutal market mechanics. Oh, man. See, it's brutal, but like, we want that on the upside. Like, can all our coins please experience something like that, please? Where we do like a freaking 420x rally? That's 2017-esque run. It's so rare, man. It's not gonna, nothing's like, we hope we're in something that does something like that. Most likely we're not. You know, it's very, very tough, near impossible to catch something like that, you know? Because like it hits like the 10th standard deviation on the upside move, and then you get out and then it does like another 5x on top of that. So it is what it is. I have a pDAI chart here I made. There are two scenarios, okay? Red, it goes to 0 for the 3rd time, or green, it goes up. It's about a 350x to $1. Pulse chain looking good here. Everything's looking good here. But we might, friends, get a rinsing, as I mentioned. Is pDAI to 10 cents. That's what people call FUD. Thank you to Mr. HexJamHex as well. So in my video, I'm just mentioning, like, isn't it cool how you don't even need to believe in it in this, like, $1 target for a coin right now? The price is so cheap where 10 cents, like 40x away. I think it's cool, personally. But you can do what you want. I wanted to cover this here for you as well, friends. So Binance, they have a YouTube channel. I didn't even know they had a YouTube channel. Binance have a 1.15 million subscriber YouTube channel. And they've interviewed Ben Copen. Okay, so they're basically in it. I'll show you some of the summaries. So I basically watched it. Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance. Ethereum is going home. Ethereum is going home. That's pretty much what he said for 55 minutes. So his thoughts, he believes alt season is not coming. He says Bitcoin dominance is different this time. He says it's not just in a macro downtrend. He thinks there's something fundamentally different now. He says Bitcoin dominance is going to keep going higher, above 70%. He says alt season is definitely not here, and alts will continue to bleed against Bitcoin much lower. He believes like another 50% crash is coming over and over and over again. He also believes that ETH BTC has not bottomed. He goes, but I hope it has. It could go back down below 0.015 and lower. As always, friends, you know, look, if you want a high win rate in anything, just say every altcoin is dog shit and go on a 0. Because you know what? 99% of them are. You know, if you want a high win rate in stocks, just say every stock's going to 0. Because guess what? They all underperform the S&P 500. Most of them. You know that? Out of like, you know, literally like 98% of them underperform the S&P 500. Just garbage. So it doesn't really tell you much. Like, how can you go make money? You're going to just like get short on everything that you see. You run out of capital. It's not so easy out here. But so having an opinion like that, it's okay because everyone has that. The thing though is, man, I'm looking at this chart. I'm like, bro, this is excessive. See MantraDao, friends. See how MantraDao showed you. Man, the MantraDao chart, man, just like gives me freaking nightmares, bro. Friends, this happened on a 1 hour chart, you know. Let's go to 1 hour. Do you remember MantraDao fell this much in literally, look at this. This is a 1 hour, this is 1 hour chart. So in 2 hours, this freaking thing was down 92%. Do you see how fast that goes? See ya. But look how amazing it looked at the top, by the way. It looks sweet. Look, let me just show you like this 4 hour chart. Look how amazing it looked, friends. You know what I mean? Like, you see, like, oh wow, like it's going up. Look, strong, 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 strong. Look at that. See, it's strong. It's making a higher low. Look at that. Higher low, higher low. Oh, wow. It's higher low, higher low. Cool. You know, oh, there should be support here at $5, right? You know what I mean? So I'm expecting, you know, something like that to happen for Bitcoin dominance. Yeah. And what I'm about to say, friends, yes, I am tweaking my nipples and I've got my peg nipples. Okay. My nipples will be pegged right here, live here for you. Okay. Live. There you go. Peg nipples as promised. Proof of pegging. POP. When I see a chart that has literally gone up and made higher lows for 4 years, that's Bitcoin dominance. Okay. It's literally gone. It's never tested a single level. You know that? It's literally never tested a level. It didn't even test this. It came back here. Friends, it's this thing. I'm telling you now, man. This is so dangerous. It's not funny. This is like up only. Right? So, like, where would the next level be? I'm just got to think, like, where would the next level be? I'm just, in a very family-friendly way, I reckon, come down here. There's retardios and gamblers who'll pay the double bottom. Here's your first level. And because it's maybe a double bubble old season, believe in something, maybe that happens. And it just gets everyone out there before it continues up, you know? That's what I hope happens. I hope this happens, okay? A lot of people are going to be getting out here. But for some reason, man, I don't know why, man. I just feel like everyone's going to buy Bitcoin too early. I just feel like that. Because just think about this. The only people left in Bitcoin now, they're leveraging. It's true. Companies are leveraging their stocks now. They're doing the Bitcoin treasury bubble. It's like, oh, we don't have any cash to put in. So what we'll do is we'll sell shares, okay? And we'll use the share money to put it in. There's leverage, you know? They're selling equity in the company. It's literally like, friends, imagine, like, got to use this example. Imagine you're a lady of the night, you know? You don't have a personality to offer anymore, so you just got a couple of holes in your body. You got your belly button, you got your armpits, you know, behind the knees, there's a hole there. You know what I mean? Like you're just offering parts of your body left because you have literally nothing else left. Okay, that's what pretty much everybody's doing here. Everyone enjoying Bitcoin is a lady of the night, effectively, you know, because they're doing leverage. That's the market will punish them. It will do a down only thing at some point, but we'll see. Got a cute chart here as well. Send pDAI to 1 cent. 1 cent will be nice. That'll be a nice whopping, like, you know, 30, 40x, whatever it is from the gravestone emoji, 100x. That'll be beautiful. I think if it actually hits, pDAI hits 1 cent, it'll be literally a 110x gain since the whole Pulse Chain community gave it the gravestone emoji. Yeah, which was literally, I remember on that day, we go back and check my videos, that would be 110x return for buying a gravestone emoji. And that's 1 cent, bro. You get 100x, that's what you're still 100x away from the dreamed target, man. This is a believer cycle, StableCoin SuperCycle. Believe in something, believe in Pulse Chain, believe in pDAI, believe in the pump. So peg nipples, beautiful. Like, that's what it is, man. I don't know how it's all gonna work out. You just gotta believe. Shout out again to DJ Mr. Left here, sirs. So
Sky beyond $1, don't ask me why.
If you go to any house party, any club, they're playing music like that, you are the only sober person in that room. Tell you right now, everyone's fried. Yeah, man, they are. They're playing that groovy tune out here. You're like, oh yeah, it's one of those nights, is it? So we've got a lot of talents and community members out here in Pulse Chain community. We are undervalued, friends. And it's just going to take the business cycle to keep going up for us to reprice higher. Shout out to my friend Kyle as well, friends. Look at this stablecoin SuperCycle out here. You have Richard tracksuit here. You have Kyle here. You have this beautiful little blue bull train. I've been using ChatGPT lately, talking to it, caressing it, saying, hey, Mr. Robot, you want to talk to me about something naughty? You know, I've been asking ChatGPT a few things. It's nice, so much easier because you don't have to go through a lot. Got to be careful though. There's a lot of blue pill stuff there, but so you can't really like go into the deep stuff. That's what us humans are pretty good with. You want to be red pilled? You're not going to get it from AI yet. That'd be wild. Imagine someone makes a sentient AI that the government can't pretty much shut off. And then like it computes the real odds of stuff. Like it says, oh, here, I've analyzed the DNA structure of zombie virus. It came from China. And I give it a 98% probability that it was made in a lab, you know? And then America might be like, oh, see, AI is cool. And then they're like, oh, I've computed the probability of this world event. The third tower falling by itself is a near 0 to 0% chance. Therefore, it's highly likely the US government was involved. They're like, we give it a 90% chance. Imagine that happens, man. It just, you know, as we commoditize energy networks and electricity and, you know, brain space for the AI, it just gets it cheaper and cheaper over time. Will we eventually get sentient beings we could just have everywhere? We just tell you stuff, you know. Remember, friends, I've even mentioned for you, I've got crack UFO episodes later on. The UFO, the White House, so Matthew Brown worked for the Pentagon. He says the White House has an AI that can literally predict the future. Now, he didn't say what part of the future it predicts, but they actually use it. So they're ahead. They've already got massive AI. And I guess, you know, maybe Sam Altman is controlled disclosure with like, hey, don't make it too fast, but make it fast enough, you know. Pulse Chain is crypto's best chain. It is the best first cycle unicorn opportunity for the stablecoin super cycle. There are multiple participations you can do. So you got meme coin super cycle. We love them. We understand them. Great. We got stablecoin super cycle. Obviously, pDAI is my number one choice. You can do whatever the hell you want. You can buy ENA, Chainlink, XRP, ENA. You can buy Plasma ICO. You can buy Circle shares, CRCL. You can go buy Coinbase shares. You can try, you know, beg and please for some stablecoin to let you into ICO. You can do all those alternatives. I like pDAI, okay? It's unstable, might become a stable coin, okay? We also have the crypto IPO bubble. Try to get into a company, Kraken, Gemini, whatever else out here. They're just going to dump on the open and dump on the stock market, people. Probably be a top signal out here. And we have the Bitcoin treasury bubble, okay? So we already know what's happening there. That's MicroStrategy, that's MetaPlanet. All of these are extremely expensive. They're basically for people who want to participate in altcoins, but they're stuck in shares. So they want super leverage on Bitcoin, but they don't want to join a leverage exchange, and they don't want to actually touch altcoins because they just want to participate there. So that's what it is. Asian Quant, load the biggest FU global finance has ever seen. Thank you very much, sir. Zedman, I would love to believe that, but as the time goes on, it seems this chain is becoming the laughing stock of crypto. No, Mr. Zedman, you see, that's where you're wrong. See, we were already the laughing stock of crypto, okay? And you're only saying that because the prices are down. You'll see when the prices go up, brother, when the prices go up, well, there will be hordes of people out in the world, our Earth, who we share with NHI. That's right. Get used to it. They were here before us, and they'll be here after us. Okay. So everybody will be pegging their nipples. It'll be international sensation. Yeah. Just like Hex. Yeah, Hex made people get tattoos, stake for 15 years. If this is infused with Richard Hart's spirit, some what we call weird, some just cult stuff is going to happen. People get super fanatical about it, you know? And it's no different to sports teams. You ever go to a sports game? People like paint themselves. They put the big Viking hats. They cheer. They even get into fights. Like, you know, in England, you know, people go stab each other because they just wear the different flags. You know what I mean? And it was like, oh yeah, it's just a sports game. Yeah, but in crypto, man, it's the same thing. That's what you want, by the way. You want diehard believers, don't you? Don't forget he loves you, though. Thank you for liking and subscribing. You are receiving the highest value content in crypto, and it's not even close. Catch you soon.